Step 1, identify the weaker member. So which basis we identify the weaker member? Sigma naught y. So which is a lesser value? Get the which value is lesser? That is a weaker member. So multiply by sigma naught multiply by y. What is meant by sigma naught? That is the allowable static stress, and y is the Lewis form factor. So you formulate this table to identify the weaker member. So particulars, sigma naught, already we found sigma naught for the pinion and the gear, and we found the y, that is a Lewis form factor for a pinion and gear. You have to multiply the both, get the value sigma naught y, that is a pinion we get 54.21, gear we get a 54.045. So which is a lesser? 54.045 is a lesser value. So that is a gear is a weaker member. So in this problem, which is a gear, which is a weaker member? Gear is the weaker member. So we have to design based on the gear. We have to always design based on the weaker member only. So now we start the design. So design, first step, we find out the tangential tooth load, that is a transmitted load, tangential tooth load, that is a static load. First we have to find out the static load. So tangential tooth load, already I explained in the procedure in this formula, in which page the formulas are available. So in the new data handbook 23.87b, equation number 23.87b, the formula for tangential tooth load Ft given. Ft is equal to 9550 PCS divided by, so which is a weaker? Gear is a weaker. One is a pinion, one denotes a pinion, two denotes a gear. So you put N2 or 2, that is a we design the gear based on the gear only. So use the notation 2 here. So 9550 PCS divided by N2 or 2. So what is my N2? N2 is the speed of the gear. R2 is the radius of the gear. P is the power, C is the service factor. Service factor also we found 1.5. So put all the value in this formula. You find out the tangential tooth load. The value is 8057.81 Newton. Next step 2. In this design, step 2, tangential tooth load, from we have to calculate the tangential tooth load from Lewis equation also. So already in the data handbook equation number 23.93, Lewis equation is given. Ft is equal to sigma naught d y p cv. That is, cv is a dynamic factor or velocity factor. Either we put a cv, c suffix cv equal to k suffix, both are equal. C suffix v or kv, both are equal. It's a velocity factor. So formula is given in equation number 23.93. Sigma naught, what is that? That is allowable static stress. P is a phase width. Y is the Lewis form factor. P is a circular pitch, and Cv is the velocity factor. In this formula we have to calculate the tangential tooth load. Okay. So phase width, the formula is given for a phase width equation number 23.131. In the new data handbook, equation is given for a phase width B is equal to 3 pi into m. What is meant? That is it is not a meter, it is a module. M denotes a module, that is not a unit, it is a module. So we take a phase width equal to 3 pi m or 4 pi m. M denotes a module. The value is given. If you take directly substitute the value, either, so there is a B is equal to 9.5. So B is greater than 9.5 m or lesser than 12.5 m. So between this ratio you select the B value. That is, m denotes is not a meter, it is a module. So between this B is either greater than 9.5 m or lesser than 12.5 m. So between the value, how to select any value. So we select B is equal to 10 m, that is a m means a module. After that circular pitch formula is also know, P is equal to pi into m, m is a module. Then y2, because module from the equation, from the tangential tooth load we have to select the module, okay. That is why the module from the equation we have to find out the module. So P is equal to pi into m. Already we know the formula for y, that is a y2, already we found the y2, but in this module we don't know the y2. So here instead of z2 you put the formula d2 by m. So instead there is a module m is equal to d by, so m is equal to d by z. So z is equal to d by m. So d2 z2 is equal to in terms of module we get a d2 by m. Here also we get the y2 value in terms of module. Then pitch diameter, here pitch diameter is equal to, so already I explained this step. So z is equal to d by m, so m is equal to z is equal to d by m, already I explained the step. After that Levy's form factor you get instant in terms of module. Then mean velocity, that is a Vm. Mean velocity already we know that because service factor, so the velocity factor, for a velocity factor you need a mean velocity, there is a V suffix m is equal to pi dn divided by 60. Already we know the formula pi dn, velocity formula, mean velocity, how to calculate the mean velocity, pi dn divided by 60. Here we select, we use a diameter in mm, that is why we have to divide it by 1000 here. If the diameter, you put the diameter in meter, you directly apply pi dn divided by 60. If you put the diameter in mm, you have to divide it by 1000. So that is why pi into d2 in terms of millimeter, that is why we should divide it by 1000, multiply by n2, because we have to design based on the gear, that is why use the notation 2. Pi d2 entered by 60 into 1000. So you have to get the mean velocity value in terms of meter per second. So 3.35. Now because we need a service factor, velocity factor, we need a velocity factor, that is why for finding the velocity factor you need a velocity. That is why how to calculate the velocity, this formula is available in the data handbook. So now what is the formula for velocity factor? 3 by 3 plus Vm, for Vm equal to 7.5 meter per second. If the Vm value is less than 7.5 meter per second, use the service factor, velocity factor formula 3 by 3 plus Vm. So apply this value, get the Cv. So all the values are known. Sigma naught is known, that is allowable static stress, and B is also in terms of module, and Y also we found in terms of module, circular pitch also in terms of module. After that we found the Cv also. By substituting the all value, we get the tangential tooth load in terms of module only. So already we found out the tangential tooth load, this is a static load, and based on the beam strength, by using the Levy's equation also you have to calculate the tangential tooth load in terms of module. So equating this two, you find out the module value. So what